Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. Woo. Bring the pad in real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, we going now. Yeah. Ooh, got another jam, yeah, I know it. Yeah. Gonna lift up my hands, gonna show this little light that I got up the bush. Yeah, it's mine. Take a look, you can see if you focus. Let it shine all day. Brighter than the hate that tries to get in my way. Brighter than depression trying to get in my throat. Yeah, I think that's like the antidote. Yeah, I think it's close. Yeah. I might mess around and get my name in the paper. I don't want your chicken salad, I need the flavor. And my baby's gonna kiss a girl if she wanna. I ain't really picking up on all of the drama. My life is a movie and I just woke up. All my friends are looking really hot and stuff. And I hear the devil trying to call my bluff, but he really ain't got enough. Cause I'm feeling glorious. No, I won't give in, I won't give in. No one's gonna take my crown. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Cause I'm feeling glorious. Yeah, I'm about to win, I'm about to win. Oh, I'm gonna light this town. Oh, you're gonna see me now. Cause I'm feeling good, great, like better than I ever really could explain. A couple years ago they didn't know my name, and now they buying tickets just to see my face. That is insane. I can't believe that all you pretty people even know this me. I keep on being elevated constantly. There's got to be the feeling that they told me I would get when I was living on my dream. Yeah, yeah. Thanking God every night. I ain't stressing cause I still got all my life. Making music for my people, they just might turn this freaking city purple when I die. Yeah, it might glow if I write more. Keeping Minnesota nice, but I fight for all the people who believed in what I'm dreaming. I'ma do it, I'ma open up the door. Cause I'm feeling glorious. No, I won't give in, I won't give in. No one's gonna take my crown. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Cause I'm feeling glorious. Yeah, I'm about to win, I'm about to win. Oh, I'm gonna light this town. Oh, you're gonna see me now. Cause I'm feeling. Oh my God, this is what you said, but really, this is what you want. This is what you said, this is what you got. Cause I'm feeling glorious. No, I won't give in, I won't give in. No one's gonna take my crown. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Cause I'm feeling glorious. Yeah, I'm about to win, I'm about to win. Oh, I'm gonna light this town. Oh, you're gonna see me now. Cause I'm feeling glorious.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Let's Talk Toys. As always, I'm your host, Dave Wonder, and tonight, oh man, you know what? It has been a day and a half. I tried to grab images left and right and realized all of the news this weekend and this past week was all Star Wars. I got nothing against Star Wars, but I know I can't do Star Wars justice. So, with a little knock on the chin, I'm going to forego most of the toy news for this week because I don't want to fuck it up. I think there are people who are much more suited to do that, and that's okay. I did get to unbox this little beauty, the Maximum Spidey. I did do some customization because y'all know I was going to. But we'll get into that as well. But welcome, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. I just realized my setup is not working properly because for some odd reason my overlay's not. What the crap is going on here? Boink. There we go. Much better. But hi. Welcome. As always, I'm Dave Wonder. And apparently I just murdered Spider-Man. Real quick, shout out to the COJ already chiming off in the chat. We got Theo Mike in there. We got Shakes, Epic Badger, Fortnite, Brian, Mixie in there, Ingram in there. Could not wait till Wednesday. Open my round figure. Very cool. Shaggy coming in with them sweet emotes. Much love, Shag. What up, Esteban? Legends Collector. How's it going, Pendergast? Whoa, shit. Chat jumped on me. Because I'm feeling glorious. Me too, bub. We got 3 and 5,000. Let's see. Calling back up guest host Robo. I tried actually. I was gonna see if he wanted to pop on, but he is moving all the toys from the house out to the workshop, so he has a shit ton of work to do. So I'm gonna be taking up his time with that. Day saying, "Screw it, just watch Robo's run down on Star Wars stuff without actually saying it." I mean, pretty much. Whoa, you don't want to be geekies to someone's Mr. Jones. Exactly. Hey, Dave and COJ, Maximum Who's yeah, WrestleMania start. I liked WrestleMania Night 1. WrestleMania Night 2 started with a banger. That women's match was fantastic. The rest of the night kind of not that great. Lots of folks getting ROM. Very, very cool. I got that sweet US version of the Celebration exclusive Black Series run and enjoyed such a beautiful set and package too. I actually got to scope out Tony's exclusive because he got it in when he came over for night 1. So that was a ton of fun. And yeah, I did actually murder this Spider-Man. So one of the things I actually got this in last week, and there was a promise made between the Minnesota Toy Boys that we'd all open it up all at once. So we opened it up night 1 of WrestleMania. Oh, thank you, Mixie. Throw them spoons up because you know what? We are the big spoon. We provide comfort and security to the Toy community. What is up? So yeah, so all of us, like Sam, Tony, Leverty, a bunch of us opened it all up at once. It's a great figure. I do like it a lot. I did have my issues with it. I had a lot of locked up joints. I thought I was going to actually snap off the forearm when I was swapping it over to these ones. I do love these swappable arms. I do wish you could swap out these hands, though. Oh, what up, Damien? How's it going, bub? That's right. Throw them spoons up, COJ. Woo! Oh, Ramen Deck and Rev today. Hell yeah. What up, Kinnick? Hey, Dave. It's Kinnick from Nerd Out. Welcome, dude. Very cool COJ member I met down at Nerd Out. Props to you, dude. Well, hoping Rom shows up either tomorrow or Wednesday. Very cool. They all open the same figure at the same time, and it means there's a bunch of guys opening the singular figure together. Indeed. I actually immediately wanted to see. This is the Mafex kind of classic color Spider-Man head. I have a knockoff of it from CT Toys, so I dremeled it out and put it on this figure. And nothing against any of the head sculpts. They are McFarlane-rific, but I'm a Bagley boy. So had to give this a crack, and I really like it. Proportion-wise, it works. It's super fun. I think this is the Mezco backpack. I was fuzzing around with it. I mean, immediately, yeah, Kinnick, I definitely remember you, dude. It was definitely one of those things where I had to futz around with it. After I got everything loosened up and moved around, the range is exceptional on this guy. I still think it could have been a $40 figure, or like the deluxe, whatever the deluxe price is now, 37 or whatever. I appreciate all the accessories, but I don't dig that price point still. Hola, how's it going, Luis? How's it going? How are the arms? The arms are good. The shoulders are a bit stiff. Woo. But yeah, I'm gonna make myself nervous doing this. But I don't know if you can see this or if it'll focus. But every time I take off the forearm, which is a joint that is meant to be swapped, you see how it's lighter in there? That's the plastic stressing, and it makes me very nervous. I mean, I know I have clodhopper hands, but it's definitely one of those things of I get nervous about breaking a figure like this. And the thing is, I feel like this right here is a Mafex killer. However, in a couple of places, I did feel like I was going to bust this up like I have with Mafex. Mafex is a little bit more fragile. It's an import. I know that. D Blake, or the webs that come with it. To be quite honest, they're shit. I like the idea behind it. I don't like the idea that they're all floppy. Like, you can't pose these. You can't get any dynamicness out of this. cheap plug for Damien, spaghetti webs. Granted, if you don't have the funds to grab a set from Damien, make your own with twist ties or whatnot if you can. I used to do that all the time. These are fantastic though. The fact that you can pose these, that you can make a crazy spaghetti shot. I dig. I tried futzing around with this and the really goofy ass web stand. This looks like shit in a photo. I don't like that. Do you have the 1987 Ghostbuster toys? I do have some of those OG Ghostbuster toys, the real Ghostbuster figs. Waiting on my shipping notice for the newest figure Obscura. Might take a few weeks, but hoping for it tomorrow. Fair enough, Bender. I'm very tempted to grab one of those. I'm not gonna lie. Excited for Rom. Only curious about Spider-Man. Fair enough. I haven't spent much time with my Max Spidey. I've been too busy messing around with the Mafex 29.9. Fair. Overcooked spaghetti webs. Yeah, he becomes my number one Spidey in my Marvel Legends display, but he is darn expensive. I agree. The funny thing is, again, I haven't done anything to this customizing wise that would take him out of my top 10. However, I don't know if I'm going to be sticking any of the factory heads on this after I was able to get this fit on. Just because that is much more the Spidey that I know and love. Nothing against McFarlane. I love McFarlane. I have the toy biz for McFarlane. But if I pop this off, give me a moment, and I pop on. Also, the cockeyed head needed to be more dynamic. Like if I hold this up and if I hold them up side by side, it kind of bugs me that it's not as like pushing the boundaries of what a the McFarlane expression I feel like could be pushed. Everything with McFarlane's artwork was so dramatic and so over the top that Jesus Christ, putting on one of these heads makes you feel like, again, that's cool. I like that. That's a cool McFarlane Spidey. But yeah, I don't know. Not quite sold. The web shield is cool. If Maximum basically a Marvel vs. Capcom Hasbro line, I mean, pretty much. That shield already made its way into my display. I put it on my Armored Spider-Man on my retro shelf, or my animated shelf, rather. Again, I do think this is a fantastic figure, and I do absolutely love it. I'm not going to put anything past that it is a great figure. I don't know. I kind of wish there might have been multiple versions or something, like one with a lighter pack out. It'd be wild. I got my Friday Night Bigfoot comic. Very, very cool. If that were my definitive Spidey for that price, I want the blue to be a more royal blue color than the dark navy. Yeah, I would love the blue to be like a bright blue. I mean, I've always been a fan of the brighter colors. No shock to any of you, I'm sure. Damn, Kinnick bought some mystery toys for $3,000. Holy crap. Shardimus said you have to be careful. You do. I've been trying to get past the price, and I have accepted the price. I know I can't adjust that. Again, it's just like I've had so much fun posing this around. It's definitely a badass figure. It's definitely worth getting. And like I said, it's just that weird thing of there's something outside the price that bugs me about it, and I can't quite face it. Also, I don't like this. They didn't really need this paint app, but you can make his spider grow. Kind of weird. Like little stuff like that was kind of weird. I know there were a couple of us when there was the group of us unboxing these. I know Sam right out the box, his thigh swivel was completely fucked. And he was able to get it done. If it was 35, you'd love it so much more. I think I would, but again, I think it's because at $50, my brain goes, well, there's a lot of stuff in here that, like, yeah, you crammed a bunch of stuff in, which is cool, but like we've seen these types of webs, and everybody, okay, most people have been asking that for bendable webs. These are bendable, yes. However, there's no posability to this. I love the sculpt. The sculpt, legit. Like if this had a bendy wire in it, honestly, like if these had bendy wires in it, I legit think my brain would have been like, no, that's a really good deal. But I don't know. It was weird. I hate the waist break in the back. I don't really mind it. It's fine. How was wrestling at Nerd Out MAWs? It was good. I would have got it for $35 with all it came with. I would have been thrilled. Honestly, like if this figure came with the hands and the head and one bendy web for $40, I would have been all about it. I know that might not be feasible. Also, this should have been yellow. At least that's my opinion. As a lifelong webhead, I never think of this as red. But that's just me. He says my mom was jealous. Fair. Butterflies pulled forward. He's Spider Crab a little bit. Shaggy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, again, I do. I feel bad because I feel like it's coming off that I don't like this figure. I do really like this figure. In the back of my mind, the price point definitely bothers me. The articulation is super rad. I do like the new articulation scheme. I think they blew it out of the fucking water. It bothers me that the next one is $60, and part of I feel like when they were saying premium price for this figure because it's all new tooling, and then you charge $10 more for the next one that's like 60% reuse. It gets, that stuff kind of frustrates me, and I think that's one of the things that I guess tainted this a little bit. Is in the back of my mind, I'm like, I thought the whole point was this was supposed to be like new, exciting, crazy, like all new Maximum. That's what this is about. And then you go to the Hulk, and it's the arms, the legs, the lower torso. It's a lot of stuff that we've seen before. Sky blue also would have worked for the Spidey sense. Indeed. They'll do it in yellow, and then they do the Spidey sense repaint for the animated 2-pack when they go back to those. Fair. What up, Blue Cat? How's it going, Randy? Squishy Titty Hulk, indeed. Yeah, I agree about the Spider Sense being white, blue, or yellow. Yeah, it's very strange. The price point is too zesty, indeed. I meant to say Shartimus said you have to be careful because those arms are stiff and one of the legs is kind of stretchy too. Yeah, the plastic quality on this is very, I don't want to say it's gummy, but like I understand they want it to be, they want it to bend. They don't want it to snap and break. And so you can pose the living hell out of this, which I like. But it's that weird thing of like there are certain times where you're trying to pose him up, and you go to pose him, and all of a sudden it's like he just kind of goes "Bleh," and he falls over just because of like the gumminess in the plastic. Um, Again, it's one of the. I feel like it's a love-hate thing because, like the flexibility, the posability of this, super super duper super duper gang. And again, the accessories are fun, but I don't know. It's a very strange thing of looking at the accessories and looking at the pack out, and I don't know. I don't know many people that are going to be using a lot of these accessories. I mean, you can get them in the cool 4-point pose very very easily. Um, I don't know. Like I get the idea behind a lot of it. Like this is MVC. This is MVC. Again, I think if these had a bendable wire in them or something that added, oh, what a brio! Happy Easter to you as well, my friend. I think Happy Rusev Day as well. Yeah, spoiler alert. Again, that I feel like it's at the 80-yard line. It's so close to being and just being 100, but man, like again, it's just there's some things that bother me about it. And when it comes down to it, like I'm thinking about Mafex, I'm thinking about all those again too. And like I get it. Like, it's a lot of work to create a whole new body. But like it's that weird thing of the Hulk is so much. Just tell us you actually hate it. I don't hate it. That's the thing. I love it. The weird thing is again, like I feel like seeing that Hulk pop up and it being so much reuse was like I feel like seeing this in hand, getting it in hand was exciting. Was very exciting. But it was that weird thing of being so excited to be curious about something and not knowing what it was going to be, and them going, "Oh, it's going to be the maximum. It's going to be the ultimate version of these characters. This is going to be this crazy new toy line that we're going to be providing these new bucks and this new articulation and everything." And then Hulk comes out, and it's like, dude, we have most of that Hulk. It's the Batman variant thing. It's, oh, this Batman's orange, this Batman's white, this Batman's teal. Like, it's a different coat of paint on that figure with slight alterations, which is great. I do hope that articulation fucking builds up, but I feel like seeing that figure right before this came in was one of those things of like seeing the possibilities of this, and like if every figure was getting that crazy like new treatment where we were getting a new look at a figure. But then like Hulk comes out and it's like, well, that's the same thing. Like we've seen that, we've experienced that. Again, the rubber overlay on the top, I'm hoping fucking works, and I'm hoping it kills it. But man, it's weird. Yeah, but she has a new hat. I got 2 coming from Pulse. After I posed the heck out of it, I then decided I wanted the Hulk. I don't know, like a Maximum Wolverine would be cool. I know a lot of people are saying that there's the possibility of a Deadpool on this buck. I mean, the cool thing is, would I buy a Daredevil at $50? I don't know, but damn, I would be tempted, because having a Daredevil that's this posable would be super fucking cool. Again, at $50, I don't know what you could pack with Daredevil for $50. A bunch of different hands, his Billy Club. Like, again, if you're gonna give us spaghetti instead of like wired up stuff, like I feel like that kind of loses me on the Daredevil front. Like, you could give him the sonar effect that you can clip to the back of the head or something like the Spider Sense, but I don't know. It says, if a part of you feels like you got ripped off a little bit, Wolverine is cool, but Maximum, I don't know. Man, I don't know. Like, again, a Maximum Wolverine, like pack him in with a shitload of heads and like claw slashing effects. Like, like would he come with multiple hands with claws like half out, middle claw out, 2 claws on the side so you can have the have him pin people. I don't know. Falco's completely new. It would be $100. I'm shocked the increase was only $10 for something that much bigger. Yeah, again, I understand that it is a bigger figure, and there is part of me that is tempted to get one to see what's up. Again, I think it was okay for any of you who were wrestling collectors a decade plus ago. Jakks Pacific put out a line called the R3 line, and the promise of it was that we were going to get all new scans, full body scans for each and every figure coming out. Realistically speaking, that wasn't going to be a possibility, and a lot of people knew that. For me, I was like 11 years old, I want to say. I was stoked over the moon, and by wave 2, there was already reuse of stuff for different characters. And it was just that weird thing of like feeling like, yeah, I guess feeling ripped off, feeling like bummed out because it didn't hit that. I agree. I hope that there's a Maximum Daredevil. I just don't know what he'd be packed out with. I'm with you, 3M. Maximum Daredevil better have opposable Billy Club lines. Maybe we should accept the Maximum line isn't for the season collector, but for new ones. And you know what? It's a very good perspective to have, Bryo. Again, I'm just giving my 2 cents. Obviously, I like Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man a lot. He is my favorite character. Part of his name is in my name. It's that thing of I love the character, and for that, I think I do love this figure. It's just that it's that weird thing of I've enjoyed the shit out of posing this, and I've had so much fun playing around with it. But it's that weird thing of Maximum Spidey. Hell yeah, I think he's a fantastic buy if you have the funds and you have the space. But if you have a Renew Your Vows Spider-Man or a Retro Card Spider-Man, I think you're still getting a lot out of those figures for half the price. Panther says, I feel like they skimped out on Hulk because not exactly Marvel's breadwinner. They've made like 6 Hulks in the last 6 years. I personally don't care if we get another crappy Hulk. Oh, okay. Toy de Jour says R3 was almost as bad as Bone Crunchers. They all had car spines. They did. D Blake says you're letting the nuances of the Hulk Mario perspective of Spidey fig that and the floppy webs. Yeah. Japanese outfit for Logan. That would be cool. Did Des Moines Con go already? No. Kinnick, Des Moines Con is end of May. 3M says Mattel's WWE Ultimate Edition line does a better job of what they do, except for when Mattel half-asses with certain wrestlers. That's also very fair. Again, I think it's that weird thing of, again, it's a number of things. Is this a great new buck for a figure? Yes. Will you get a ton of posability out of it? Yes. Will you have a ton of fun with it? Yes. If you have a posable Spider-Man that you already like, are you missing out on a ton? I'm going to say no. This has great range. And there's a lot of possibility here, and I really do like this new buck. I don't know if this warranted double the price. I get it for the accessories, I guess, but this is why I usually don't do reviews, especially live ones. Master Nun says Spider-Man feels like the opening deal to a long con, a little bit. But the McFarlane head, I like the McFarlane head. That's a fucking badass sculpt. Like, again, taking nothing away from the actual work that went into the figure. It is, but yeah, I'm with you. It is that weird thing of realizing, like, if yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, guys. Renew your vows, Spidey, with one of the unmasked heads is my main Spidey / Peter Spider-Verse display. I actually have no red blue Spidey in the comic Spidey shelf. Might be the one then. Honestly, the funny thing is I saw Machu Toy do an amazing mod with the Mezco suit over this buck. And shit, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to do that. Also, I feel like Spider-Man is a bit of a game changer as far as the aesthetic and articulation goes. The joints move like butter. The tolerances are super high. Crazy poses come naturally, leaving animated cel-shaded Spidey as the only show. Oh, okay. If you own one Spidey, then you pretty much own them all at this point. Well, not necessarily. I will say all Spidey figures ain't created equally. Other than making him pinless and finding a better solution for the butterfly joints, what else could Hasbro do for Hulk? The body is already pretty good, just a few tweaks. No, again, Legends Collector, I'm not trying to shit on that Hulk. It's that weird thing of, I think, again, if you don't have a Hulk, that looks like a damn good Hulk. It's that weird thing of, again, coming at it from someone who's been collecting for a while. It's that thing of, for me, I'm passing by because it's not $60 is a lot for a figure that I'm merely getting to see if that chest overlay is going to last. I think you're speaking in a larger issue that collectors go through, like always getting the newest figures, whether you need them or not. Yeah. No, Kinnick. Des Moines is at the end of May. So remember when we thought Pizza Spidey was the pinnacle? I do, and it was cool. If you don't have a Hulk and you really want a squishy one, yeah. Again, like I'm not trying to spin this in a bad way, and I feel like it's getting too negative because I do really like this figure. And to me, there's a lot of possibility in this line, and I will be very curious to see where it goes. That being said, I am curious to see if that $60 price point that's on Hulk will carry over to the next figure, or if it's a more like normal size figure, if it'll go back down to 50. I don't know. Time will tell. Who knows? I don't even want to get started in on the tariffs or anything like that because I don't know where that'll land. I don't know where the figures will land within that. I know Super Spike. But yeah, again, if you don't have a Spider-Man, it's a damn good Spider-Man. I'm very excited to have it in my collection. That being said, I immediately was trying to figure out how to make it better. I immediately was trying to figure out how I could modify it into something that hit on all cylinders for me, I guess. Maximum Hulk would have been $30, especially because of that. Wait, should have been $30, especially because of the squishy plastic. Creepy says it might be dangerous going into the SH price range. Indeed. Mixie says that Hulk's rubber will go the way of Marvel Legends Wave 1 Hulk's neck and rubbery slappy hands in the same amount of time, about 10 to 12 years. Ooh. Legends Collector says, I'm skeptical at best about that torso. I don't 100% love it on the other figures either. No, again, it's the weird thing is like I think about the Hulks that I have. I have the Select, I have the 80th. No, it's not the 80th. That's the first appearance Wolverine 2-pack with Hulk, the Hulk 181 pack. And then they're like Mr. Fix-Its. But yeah, I don't know. Again, like wishy-washy, I guess. Master Nunn says, I think we all have misgivings. I don't think we all feel pessimistic about it. Nothing to do but enjoying what we have right now. And again, the thing is I have been enjoying the shit out of this figure. Whoa, what? No. Chat's moving fast. You guys are heated tonight. Storm Collectibles does the rubber bodies and they're good. I agree. At the same time, I've seen some of those deteriorate too. Diamond Select Hulk is pretty damn good. Agreed. Dave, that is the 80th anniversary Hulk. Okay. Dave, you don't have Mr. Fix-Its anymore. You've got Panda Mobsters. No, I still have Mr. Fix-Its too. Hulk's elbows look terrible. I'm looking forward to Hulk, but I'm approaching the Ultimate line on a case-by-case basis. Yeah, again, there's part of me that I'm intrigued by the Hulk and there's granted, I feel bad because a lot of that intrigue is me going, is that thing gonna fucking break? Like, is it gonna break down? Is it gonna fail? And that's not me rooting for it to fail. That's me genuinely curious if the material is gonna stand up. I already have noticed on the Spider-Man, the more that I've posed around, like I said, the arms feel good, but I have noticed a lot of the joints are getting loose on it, and that makes me kind of nervous because I've only had this a week. I've only had it open 3 days. Any figure is fun if you want. I've been having a ton of fun posing Fleischer Superman versus General Thrawn. Very cool. Ultra Maximus. If I get a good Gray Hulk on the cheap, then I'm good, even if it's Joe Fix-It. I mean, technically, Gray Hulk is Joe Fix-It. But yeah, like, I mean, again, for me, my brain immediately, when I got it, I was like, I wonder what I can do to make this better. I wonder what I can do to make this into something that I enjoy even more. And that was doing this head, adding some of these D. Blake makes spaghetti webs. And it made a difference. I just launched a piece of something. Uh-oh. I guess I'll figure that out later. Oh, never mind. Haha! It was this. But yeah. I need a haircut, you guys. I've been putting together a small militia of those orcs Hulk, so anything from Hasbro is just extra nice. I'm okay with the Hulk I have. I'm not a huge Hulk guy, and the one I have looks good on the shelf. There you go. Not Thrawn, Thane from Maywalk. Hey, either way, it works. Just ordered the Tekken King, and it was 2 squishy boobs, too. They really age bad. I might get them rough. So, no, again, like, I've had really good experiences with Storm for the most part, but I have also seen some of those figures that my friends, like, pose the living hell out of. They break down. Again, probably because my friends are beating the shit out of them posing-wise. So you probably will be safe. Luis says, Gorillas versus DC Heroes is a match made in heaven. Yeah. Man, I have seen a ton of those Batman, Kong, and what is it? It's Flash and Amazo? No, not Amazo. Shit, who does he fight? I'm blanking. Anyways, those have been popping up fucking everywhere, and they're starting to clog the shelves. And apparently Target does not understand you're supposed to display a box like this, not on its side. Titano, thank you, Legends Collector. Yeah, but again, like, you know, these hands, like with the half shot web, I think are cool. I would have been very, very curious if they would have made this removable and made, you know, again, these bendy where you could clip them in, because imagine being able to put that on there and have like a crazy web effect on there. That would have been dope. Again, but you know, God only knows what that would have done to the price, you know, it's etc. But Captain Insano, if only. Apparently, at one point, Jazzwares was going to do a Captain Insano figure, with the Big Show, but I don't think that's on the table anymore. Again, one thing that I do love is I love the possibilities that these bring, these forums, because you can have Peter checking his webs and everything. I think that's cool. Oh, that's what fell. Uh-oh. There it is. Let's see if I can. There we go. The other unmasked hand. I really want to see the Multiverse Godzilla Wonder Woman pack. Looks like I didn't know that Wonder Woman. I didn't know that was going to be a pack. That sounds fucking cool. I do wish those damn giant gorillas had better articulation, though. Hasbro should take a cue from Mondo and make a Venom marionette whipping. That would be pretty cool. I apologize. It was a very early morning. That reaching out web would have been perfect for that shooting hand. I agree. Again, it's silly little things that I don't know if it's because of the way that it would have to be manufactured or the tolerances and the capabilities of a mass-produced figure like that of what it could do. I don't know. I would have liked if the webs on the hands were a bit longer, but I guess it would have probably drooped properly. I don't know. Mark McFarlane is selling like it was a few years ago. They're straight clogging the shelves. I've seen some unclears for $7 Dean. Maybe I should offer a various length web pack, short, medium, long. Wouldn't be a bad idea, man. No need for gorillas with better articulation when you have General Thane. That is also very true. That figure is amazing. Shout out to AWOC. Today I also got the Prince Adam and Cringer due to Spike's peer pressure. It was only $9. It's an amazing 2-pack. I have Laughing Adam right there, and then over yonder I have Cringer chilling out on the Motu shelf. Maybe child safety. I could see that. Again, like this piece of webbing as opposed to this piece of webbing, very different things. After McFarlane announced their King Kong, I got inspired and bought a Lantern Big Boss. No complaints. Nice. There's also a fact that is the medium brand. Is that the Maximum brand represents Marvel Legends 2.0 right now. It's a nice way for novice collectors to get into Marvel. Excuse me, jeez Louise. But see, but it is and it isn't. $50 is not an accessible price point for a lot of collectors, especially new ones. That's me, the pierced of pressure. I need 5K Toys to give us an update on that Wolf Girl. Guess we'll have to see. Wait, which Wolf Girl? I want to say send me a link, but I don't think I want to see it. Because it might be something really cool. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, Maximum Spidey for me is a win. I like the figure a lot. The price bothers me. I'm optimistic for the future of what this means. I am curious if they'll implement any of this into normal Marvel Legends, or if it has to be that maximum price point to achieve this level of articulation. I guess is where I'm getting at. Because I have this dude sitting right here. This is that beaten up Pizza Spidey, and like, you know, the ability, the difference in articulation is definitely there. I get it. This is a much better figure than good old Pizza Spidey. Doesn't stop me from loving that figure. But yeah, I don't know. If you don't have a Spidey, you want a Spidey, this is a great figure. If you don't have $50, get a Renew Your Vows or an animated or a retro carded one. They all have fantastic articulation too. That's kind of where I'm going to leave that. You see that dragon/humanoid figure? He looked pretty sick. Dragon humanoid figure? Man, I gotta go in 5K. I haven't been there in a minute. Need an update on that. Not Bebop from 5K and what's next for line. Man, I believe what's next for the line from there is it goes into. There's the 2 female turtles, and then there's one more before that too. Okay. Mr. Jones. Sorry, I'm trying to find the link. Will you do $50 for Maximum Black Suit with all the heads and Venom Uzi unmasking it? No, probably not. To be quite honest, that Secret Wars one I can hit all the poses I want from that. Oh, I don't remember this. This definitely looks like a Sonic character to me, and Mr. Jones, please don't come at me for that. But I could see this being in that Sonic world. It's cool looking, though. There you go. Yeah, but Pizza Spider-Man came with better using accessories behind the unmasked, which that's fair. Although, yeah, again, like the funny thing is the parts that I would have loved to see have been reused is the pulled up half mask, like that with, oh, oops, that with this web pattern on it would have been awesome because I legit came in here and I grabbed my bin of Spidey heads out just to see like what fit where. And it's funny because all the other Spider-Man web patterns look like they look very elementary what um compared to what that Spider-Man has. The deco is up there, which is wild. Oh, that is a Sonic here. What? Toy Biz made a Spider-Man like that in a cave, and it was with the box scraps. Humanoid Dragon is the Romanky last scion, I think. Oh, I have a weakness for Black Suit Spider-Man. Rick Jones, hey man, I love Black Suit Spider-Man, and honestly, there's that Reveltech bootleg that's coming out right now that looks mighty tempting. I don't think it's gone up for pre-order yet, but that thing looks sick. Oh, I plan on putting her with my Sonic stuff and my Thundercats or TMNT. Oh, there you go. Parfait. Did you give it all, David? I did not. I'm going in on the maximums. It is what it is. Fun to pose. It's fun. I think this is why I have been moving into imports. Very fair. Again, I did the same thing with the MCU stuff and all that. I mean, like there's a part of me like I don't buy any of the MCU legends because like there's stuff like Hot Toys, and Hot Toys are pricey. I get that. But it also makes me sit there and think about it for a good long while before I order anything, which I'm not gonna lie, guys. There are times where a new Legends wave hits. I'm like, fuck yeah, click, 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 click. And then, within a couple days, I'm like, why the fuck did I order that one? And that one and that one and that one. And it gets wearing. That's a bummer. But it is. I'm trying to be more conscious of like my spending, be more conscious of what I'm ordering, and like especially with the barrage of stuff that's coming out between Turtles, between Legends, between imports, between awesome indie lines, between any of these things. It's a challenge. Like, I feel weird saying it's a challenge. That's a fucking first world, bro. Oh my God, I don't know what toys I need to order. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm a collector. I enjoy the plastic crack. However, I have to be smarter about what I'm picking up so that I have a spot that I can actually appreciate it. That has been a big thing with this studio and the space that I have here. I don't know if you can see over yonder. That bin right there is stuff that I'm selling. I have 4 totes of that I'm going to be selling, just because it's stuff that's been in totes or it's stuff that I haven't even unboxed yet. I mean, that's that box back there right behind the Ice Dogs jersey. That's my unbox pile. That's all stuff that I need to unbox. And so I take from that every single week for Wednesdays right here on Gribbon and Ribbon. I would have loved some web wings with this Spider-Man because Todd used to draw the shit out of those. Yeah, I would have been interested. D Blake says first dibs. We're gonna have to get on a video call then, man, because good lord. Sell? What is that word you keep saying? I think I'm the only guy who's not a fan of Todd's Spider-Man, but I still got the Maximum Spidey. Again, Brio, I got the Maximum Spidey, and then I fitted a Mafex head on it so that I have a Bagley Spider-Man. Technically, the symbol's not right, but that's okay. Been selling off most of the collection just so I can appreciate the stuff that I really have. And that's been something that I've been pushing pretty hard in here is I want everything to mean something. I want the stuff that I have to be something that I value and that I can enjoy. Figure Obscura Ganesh is a perfect figure that you should get. Again, very, very nice plug. Same situation. Anyone want a ton of Black Series? So Dave, is your pile of loot smaller than Robo's and Gigi's pile? Yes, definitely. I don't have a wall. I have a box. It's that box that actually has another box on top of it right now because I've been moving stuff around. And that box is fodder that I've been going through and ditching all the pieces that we probably won't be using. But One thing that I was going to put up, especially in like the Discord and up on the Patreon, I know cheap plug or whatever, but for $1 a month you get access to the Discord, and I'm going to be listing a lot of the stuff in there. But one of the things I am going to be doing is doing $10 fodder boxes, where it'll have heads that I've painted, custom heads, parts, bodies, accessories, everything, just a way to get the fodder out there into the world so that it can be used. But yeah, a little bit more of a kind of, I don't know, a surprise box for customizers. Oh yeah, Dave, I've been meaning to ask since you posted, how did you make the FX head fit? I see a small small plug thing on their heads. How do I remove them, or do I need to drill them? So what I did is I legit took a drill or a Dremel to this. This is the bootleg CT Toys like bright color head, which actually matches really well. I mean, you can see how the reds match, slightly off, but I took this, which is a ball bit, and I just dremeled out that peg, or that coupling that was in there. Once I got through that, I just kind of tested and test fit. One whole smackaroo a month, indeed. To be fair, Robo's unopened toys are furniture. Fair. He's getting better. He's doing a lot of work, and I gotta say, I'm stoked. I like, again, that dude is kicking ass. So yeah, it's awesome to see him get the space that he wanted. But yeah. So what is your? I still fully believe Robo's shooting table is just boxes of toys. Sometimes it is. True story. Funny thing is, I have the Maximum Spidey right here. He is standing. I posed him right down there. What toy am I playing with? Sometimes you can't beat the classics. We could put him over there. So I stopped playing with him. Yeah, again, like it's that thing of, I know I do gripping and ripping every week. I'm always opening something every week. Which again, I'm trying to kind of figure out how I want to do in the future, because I love having those guys on and talking and stuff like that. But I think I might make a change in the near future, because I think there's stuff like I would love to have, the four nerdmen on, and we can, talk about, like, basically do Articulisted, but be like, hey, like, bring your favorite, imports on, bring this on, bring that on, have the conversation about those. Kind of trying to figure that out. By the way, I was in the background. I'm in Pixel Dance Toylanta vid and sold him a weirdo wrestler. Do I get a major pending now? Maybe. Who was here during the Great Grippin' and Rippin' avalanche of unopened Robo Toys? I was here for several of those. It used to be 3 sheds, a little bit. Speaking of classics, Hasbro, we need a retro carded Octus. Oh god, an Octus Spidey would be dope. I went through my collection and got it down to a small flat bin. Damn, right on, Creepy Colors. That would not happen for me. Just saying. What about a rebrand of Grippin' and Rippin'? That's what I'm thinking. And to be quite honest with you guys, I know I've said this on streams and stuff before. I've been burning the candle at both ends, between work on books in the toy industry, like comic books, stuff in the toy industry, stuff in the pro wrestling industry, doing the streams for you guys, doing shows, being a dad. I stretch myself a little thin, a little too often. I'm still really, really, really trying to keep. I've been working out still. I've been still on my bullshit, as people say, trying to get into better shape as well, on top of everything. And whew, I'm tired, guys. There's a reason why these are on tonight. I fried my eyes, to be quite honest. I've been staring at my monitor quite a bit, working on projects, which is good. I'm busy, and that's a very good problem to have, and I'm very grateful for the work. And I'm very grateful for each and every one of you being here for these streams, because I love doing these streams. I love this community. I hope you all know that. And when I say thank you at the end, and when I say the COJ provides in many different ways. As a community, we've raised so much money for such a good cause. We've done so many amazing things. And I'm really, really, really fucking proud of that. And I want it to grow. And I want the community to grow. I want this to keep on being something amazing. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that. It's not it's quality over quantity, right? And it's one of those things of, I had a great idea for this stream, and I had a great idea how to grow the marathon stream and grow what we're doing here as a community. And it's been frustrating because one of those things that I really, really want to do. Also, Damien, that's both a disgusting and amazing idea. Ripping and shit and opening toys from the bathroom, from the toilet. Nice. And I don't want to take a break. Some things might change here on the channel. I don't know what that will be yet. Because I'm trying to figure it out myself, to be quite honest. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so one of the ideas that I had was through StreamYard, through streaming, I can broadcast to 8 separate locations. And so I kind of had the idea of reaching out to some of my friends and stuff within the community to see if that'd be a thing that could become something. And I don't know. It's gotten shot down quite a bit by quite a few people, and I understand their reasons why. But I'm trying to figure out how to get this message and like this community out there to grow and become something crazy that we can do even more good with. Um, but it was the thing of, again, it was the idea of, I know I caught a lot of shit for saying this not this line, but this next bit out loud, because a couple of people misconstrued it and whatnot. But I said, hey, what I would love to do, or what I would love, is someone with greater reach than I try to do a 24-hour marathon stream, try to do something within the community, to do something to benefit the greater community and such. And a lot of people took that as me attacking or going after my friends who have been on this stream, people with much more reach than me. And that's not the case. That's not the case in the least. I appreciate everybody who's swung by this stream, been a part of the stream, been a part of the community. And it sucked because I caught a lot of flack from a lot of people, whether it be in comments, DMs, everything, about saying that the fact that we as a community, 2.3 thousand subscribers here on the channel, fantastic. The fact that we've been able to raise around like 50K or whatever it's been, if you take all of the Known World United crew, $100,000 raised for children's cancer treatment and research. That's amazing. And like, it's that thing of my brain says, why is it a bad thing to be curious of like what that could be if someone with a shitload more subscribers did it? For that, there have also been a few folks very near and dear to my heart that have agreed to do that, and there will be more information on that soon. Again, I don't know. The only thing I've ever wanted from streaming and being a part of this toy community and being a part of this whole crazy world and such, is I want to make the world suck a little less. And it's one of those things of, it's tricky. because YouTube don't give a shit about live streamers. I'll say that outright. And watch, now they'll cut my stream like they did last time. But it's one of those things of also trying to explain that to folks who are worried about their spot in the algorithm or their spot elsewhere. And that's fine. I get that. And I don't want to risk any of that shit affecting them. But at the same time, it's like the thing I really yeah, right, Masters. Nice knowing me. It's I don't know. The fact that some of these videos reach thousands of people and other ones reach 3 is a weird thing. And I don't know how the algorithm works. I'm not even going to attempt to figure that out. Lost audio. Oh, come on. They can always make another channel for the special stuff outside of their normal schedule. Yeah, I mean, there's any number of that stuff. Again, like I said, it's not for everybody, and I get that. And I'm not, again, for the folks who have said no because of a certain reason, or one reason or the other, I appreciate that they even thought about it and that they were willing to have a conversation. I don't know. I know, Damien, I got you. But again, it's that weird thing of Panther says, so are you saying we want to create like regional chapters within the COJ crew who could handle their own 24-hour stream? No, not necessarily. I appreciate you, forgiveness. I appreciate goofballs. What did I just walk into? You good, bro? I'm good, man. Again, I'm very tired. And I'm trying to figure out how to make the channel, make this community grow more so we can do more awesome shit. Because there's a lot of crazy crap going on in this world. And I'm like, I don't bring politics. I don't bring any of that shit in here. This is about toys. I just want this to be a fun place. And I want to do cool shit with this channel. And I want to make it something that we can do good with. Which sounds silly for a YouTube channel going, or YouTuber going, I want to do this to make the world a better place. I don't necessarily want to make it I don't want to make it. I do want to make it a better place. I want to make this be. Northern Nomad says sway your head like Stevie Wonder. I don't know. I want the channel to grow because we do amazing things here as the COJ. And again, I say we a lot, and it's not the royal we or anything. We're a community. This consortium of jackasses is just that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to make this bigger and better and make more cool shit for you guys. With the studio remodel and stuff, I thought I was going to be able to do that a lot quicker, and then I got slammed with a shitload of work, and which is good. Again, it's a good problem to have, and I'm trying to make my way through that and make more cool stuff happen. Again, we're already like the first mini marathon. We raised $1,700. Last year we raised $1,000. It's process, or it's progress rather. It is a process, but I don't know. Like I said, it's weird when the message that I try to convey here is be good, be kind, and much love from Minnesota, all that fun stuff. But it's weird when I try to put that out there and try to do things like raising money for children's cancer treatment and research, and some people shit on that or get negative about that. And I don't get that. But whatever. At the end of the day, keep on moving through. COJ provides, as I like to say. And I do want to, God, this got heavy real quick, and I apologize. That's probably because I'm tired. But I do legitimately want to say thank you to you guys and gals. I think what we as a community do here matters. And when I say at the end of the videos, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, but most importantly, do tell your friends. Grow this community. Let's do more awesome shit. Like, let's figure out how to do more in general. I don't know. It's going to be all right. And this channel is going to be here in one way, shape, or form. Some streams might change, and that's okay. Probably Shartimus fans stumbling on this channel. Those people are... hey, man, Shartimus is a good dude. What about designing a flyer or card COJ can drop off at con swaps? Maybe. I got to figure that out. Again, I have been trying to do some cool stuff kind of behind the scenes. All the money from the Patreon, for instance, all that money goes into making merch or upgrading equipment or doing stuff like paying the insanely expensive StreamYard upgrade for when I do the mini marathons and marathon streams so I can have more people on. It goes up to just under like $100 a month when I do that, where we can have like 12 or 14 people on. It's pretty nuts. So like everything goes back into this. Like that is the whole purpose of the Patreon. I still feel weird having a Patreon. If you are a patron, I appreciate that. If you're not a patron, I also appreciate that. In no way, shape, or form do I try to plug that. It's an opportunity to support the channel. And that's it. Friggin' YouTube's been trying to get me to do the subscription thing that you can do on here. I don't quite understand what that is, because I apparently just am out of it. But I appreciate you, TechSex. Doing God's work, dude, and I'll be here to support. I appreciate you, bro. Hello, JJ. But yeah, so Patreon's there if you want and stuff. Like I said, I think there's gonna be stuff changing on the channel, not for the worse, just a little different here and there when I'm trying to figure shit out. Ooh, who knew it could get friggin' emotional about YouTube? Ooh. Yeah, like I said, I'll be around. This is still going to be trucking along. Like I said, Let's Talk Toys is going to be here. Like I said, it might change from doing the news all the time. It might be more deep talks about figures or toy lines, or I don't know, doing stuff to showcase creators. Like Damien last week, shout out to D Blake Makes. I had an unboxing video of goodies from him. I have some stuff coming from Josh Brown Customs. Like, yeah, let's just keep on fucking growing this channel, making awesome shit happen, because yeah, life's too short to be a dick, man. Have fun. We're talking about toys, and I don't know. I still think we can make a friggin' difference, and I'll keep thinking that. Let Stormy take over Wednesdays. Man, I would, but she's stinky puppy. Tiny skeleton heads, $14.99. Yeah. Ooh, Super Spike. I'm not going down that path. Yeah, like I said, it might be because I'm tired and a little burned out, but I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping on by. I'll be back tomorrow for a chop and shop. A few familiar faces hanging out, a faux show. Yeah. I don't really know how to end this besides the usual, so I'll end it like I usually do. I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping on by. Please, on the way out, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Please tell your friends. Let's grow the COJ. And until next time, folks, be good, be kind. Much love from Minnesota. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.